Hi everyone. Today I'm going to do Kiwi and Roo Tiki Tour with Sue. So this is a New Zealand book by Bruce Newcomb. And I actually only have read it once before. But anyway, this is Roo travelling New Zealand. So you can guess where Roo comes from. I'm pretty sure you'll know. Have a look. Where do you think Roo comes from? And it says, this is a real Australian thing. Crikey Dick. Roo is heading across the ditch for Aotearoa to see his great friend Kiwi. Roo looks back at his home in the top end of Australia as he flies over Darwin. So here he goes. Here's the top of Australia and Darwin is way up there and he has to fly way down here to New Zealand. Not sure where he lands, but we'll find out. It's a corker of a day and he's so happy. Okay. Now, I can't bend this back because it's a hard-covered book and I don't want to ruin it. But anyway, so I'll read it and then I'll show you the pictures afterwards. So settle in. This one's a wee bit longer. Kia ora, shouted Kiwi from the crowded Auckland airport. I have missed you heaps, Roo. What a journey I have lined up for you. Roo was jumping around like a flea in a circus because he was so pleased to see his mate Kiwi. They hugged and danced together. Kiwi introduced his new friend Sue. She's a lovely little dog. Kiwi is looking after her until she's old enough to go to school to learn to become a hearing dog. Sue woofed a very happy welcome, Roo. Then off at a great haste to the Sky Tower to have a bubble and squeak lunch with ice cream and fizzy drinks too. Now, you might have to ask Mum and Dad, what's a bubble and squeak lunch? I'm not sure if these are New Zealand sayings or Australian ones. I know the bubble is probably maybe it's a drink of fizzy or a bubbly wine or something. Bubble and squeak. Kiwi said, let's bungee jump off the top of the tower. So they did. The bungee jumpers hit the ground running and left the big smoke. Uphill and downhill and along the motorways they drove. At Matamata they eyed a farmer sitting in the sun. He was away with the fairies, but he jumped up when he saw the little tour group. He rattled his dags and showed them his dairy farm. Then he said, get in behind, boys. The girls need milking. I'll catch you later. Have fun on your tour of Middle Earth. I know where that comes from. So these are definitely all Kiwi sayings we've got now. Rattle your dags. That comes from it's a real farmer sheep saying, hurry up. Farmer saying, hurry up, coming from the sheep when they have dags on their wool. It's another, you have to ask Mum and Dad about all these. They saw scenes from the movies, set locations, hobbit holes, and many other strange things. Then off at a great speed to the awesome hot mud pools in Rotorua. Everyone zipped into their togs and made a big splash. What fun, Kiwi said. Let's try zorbing. They rolled head over heels down a great hill inside huge plastic bubbles. It was thrills and spills galore, a great sport. They picked themselves up, but had to give it away as the day had run out. Roo said, let's hop into it. Dark is coming. Not let's hop into it, let's hop to it. Dark is coming and we might not get our Maori roast. But they did, and then they retired for the night. There they are. There, that's where the Hobbit setting is, and they're visiting there. And there they go, zooming or zorbing down the hill. Oh my goodness, I couldn't do that. I get giddy if I go round and round in circles, even on a swing now. Next day, it was a wee crack of a morning. Kiwi drove like a boy racer as fast as he could, off to Lake Taupo, nature's playground. He said, I'll get a world record for this. Roo replied, don't be silly, slow down, stick to the road rules. Kiwi felt stupid, so he did. They took a helicopter and flew over the Great Lake, ski fields, mountains, the Tongariro crossing, and massive viaducts, and so much more. Here we are. So Kiwi's speeding on the road, naughty Kiwi. And there he goes in the helicopter. Very cool. I'm enjoying this story. Mount Narahoe gave them a fright as fire, smoke and ashes exploded out the top. What a volcano! Lava and cinders just about puckarooed the flights. Next, down the forgotten highway and through Taumarunui, the travellers drove. This time Roo was at the wheel. To the Republic of Whangamona. The hotel keeper let the boys try out his new motorbike. Struth, it was fun. The next morning they took the roundabout way into the car to Kiwi's home in New Plymouth. The roundabout way means not going a roundabout way. It means going the long way, not up the motorway. Over saddles and passes they motored until quite late. So there we are. There's the volcano. Still active, that volcano. And there we are. We've got Roo. Oh, actually, that's Kiwi driving this time. I thought we said that Roo was going to drive anyway. Why is the city so busy, said Roo. Because the garden festival is in full swing and the rugby is on too, said Kiwi. Roo quickly filled in a hole that Sue had dug in the prize garden. Naughty Sue. A visit to Kiwi's favourite park was in order. Pukekura. They had a ride in a rowboat on the Butte Lake and enjoyed afternoon tea with delish jelly tips. They meandered up the Tihinui walkway and had some kina and kumara cooked on a beach fire at East End before bed. You need to find out what kina is. Pretty sure everybody knows what kumara is. Here we go. Everybody was very excited the next day as the All Blacks rugby team was to play Australia in New Plymouth. What a game it was. Such fun and so even, finishing up in a draw, 20 points all. The friends were invited to the after-match bun fight and they sang far into the night. Nobody wanted to bust a gut in the morning after their great night out, but Kiwi said, listen up, we have been invited to meet the team at the New Zealand School for Hearing Dogs. So they went. They had fun and games with all the dogs and their teachers. Sue made a lot of friends. One teacher gave Sue an awesome hair trim. There they go, watching the Aussies. What's the Australian rugby team called? There's fact to know, and we know the All Blacks. There we go. The next day they were off down Surf Highway 45 to Ohawi Beach. They dived in the sea looking for perfect waves and they found plenty. Kiwi was okay, but his tummy was sore from a big belly-busting wave. On the rocks they found delicious pipi and pawa to eat. And they camped at the beach with their duvets as it was so late. The little tourist drove through the lush farmland and nice villages to Palmerston North, the home of the New Zealand Rugby Museum. The boys played with the scrum machine, but Sue gave it a miss. Then they were off to the cinema for candy floss and ice cream before dinner and bed. Here they are, surfing. That looks fun. And there they are. Have a go. That looks like the scrum machine. It is too. Dawn came and they were away at first light. The trip took them down the Kapiti coast. What a special delight. The travellers hit Wellington, the capital of New Zealand, before lunch. They were just in time for the free tour of Parliament and the beehive where the New Zealand laws are made for us. They found the city easy to walk around and Roo did some fantastic shopping for his Aussie family. At the zoo, they helped the keeper feed the lions and tigers. What a delight all the other animals were too. There we are. There's Parliament House and the beehive. And there they are at the zoo. Has anybody been to the Wellington Zoo? I have, many years ago, and it was really cool to go there. The next day, they hopped on the inter-island ferry, which took the little group and their gas guzzler rental to the South Island. Having crossed Cook Strait, they decided to stay in the picturesque Picton. Kayaks were hired to explore Queen Charlotte Sound. In the evening, they relaxed, drank Milo and ate crayfish in town before bed. Oh, yum. So there's the inter-islander. And there they are, kayaking, canoeing. I just had a good idea. You could draw a map and see if you can find all the places where they went. Kiwi, Roo and Sue drove down Highway 1 with a stop at Kaikoura to watch the giant whales swimming in the sea. What a size and a sight to see. They reached the Hanma Hot Springs that afternoon and enjoyed the corking natural sulphur water and pure air. What a way to unwind and indulge with friends. The next day they enjoyed an early breakfast and were off quite fast to Christchurch. There's the whale watching. And there they are in Hanma Springs in the hot pools. I see Sue's decided not to swim. But out of a kangaroo and a kiwi, I think that a dog's more likely to swim than either of those two. The rebuild after the terrible earthquakes was an impressive sight to see. It made the travellers very happy indeed. They gawked at the pop-up buildings made from shipping containers. How clever! After the grand tour, they had a ride on the tram. Then it was another day over and time to turn in. Next, they sped down the South Island doing a ton. At Oamaru, Roo called out, "Slow down, Kiwi. Let's look at some of these heritage buildings." Kiwi slowed down as good as gold, but had to stop to let all the yellow-eyed penguins cross the road. Then they were off to Dunedin, also known as the Edinburgh of the South, to visit the Otago Medical School. This is where students are turned into doctors. And there they are. There they are in Christchurch, and those are the container buildings. And there they are, the yellow-eyed penguins. What a shame they missed Timaru. Lots of things to see here as well. They stayed at Larnac Castle, New Zealand's only real castle. They explored the Corker Gardens, but had to turn in as they were also knackered. Roo woke everybody up early the next morning playing the castle's bagpipes. What a noise he made. The friends left their rental buggy and hired a helicopter to fly over Milford Sound to Queenstown. They were gazing so hard at the gobsmacking bottlenose dolphins that they nearly banged into the Mitre Peak cliffs. Thank goodness they didn't. They arrived with the TSS Earnslaw ready to take Kiwi, Roo and Sue across Lake Wakatipu. They explored the boat decks and watched the stokers fuel the fireboxes. What a hot job. And there they are in Dunedin. That's where I studied to be a teacher, down in Dunedin Teachers College. And I've been to Milford Sound. I wonder if you can find out why Mitre Peak is called that. I think I know. Walter Peak Farm was the next stop for a sheep shearing demonstration. They fed deer and cattle by hand before the return cruise back, and even had a barbecue lunch on the TSS Earnslaw. What a day out. They camped on the lake shore with their duvets. Must have been warm. The next morning they were up at Sparrow Light to ride the Shotover River in a jet boat. I had to change a word there. Then they headed to Queenstown Airport. The airport's super shuttle was waiting for them when they got back. It took them to their respective planes, destined for New Plymouth and Darwin. Oh, he's going back, I think. There they go. This is Walter Peak Station. I haven't been there, but I would love to go. And there they are on one of those shuttles on the Shotover River. I've done that. That is so much fun through the rapids. That's really exciting. They all became really upset when time came to say goodbye. Roo spoke first. "See you, mates. I love you. Come and stay with me in Aussie. Both come." "We certainly will," said Kiwi. "We love you too, cuz." Sue's eyes filled with tears as she tried to let out a cheerful woof, but it would not come. Oh, so there he goes. He's flying off home to Darwin. What's that flying up in the sky there? It says Darwin. It spells Darwin. I didn't see that before. The end. And here is the map with their road trip on. And that would be a fun idea for some of you to do. But you'd have to listen to the story again really slowly to find out where they went. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that story. That's taken longer than usual, so we'll stop there. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll try and remember to do another story tomorrow. And have fun, everybody. Bye.